They were called muses, icons, rebels, and sometimes, nothing at all. But their beauty stopped people in their tracks, broke all the rules, and lived on through centuries of silence. I've brought them back to life. And now, you're about to witness what history tried to erase. Jenny Jerome, the mother of Winston Churchill, ruled London's social scene with just a glance. Her charm, sharp wit, and whispered secrets could destroy or restore someone's reputation overnight. Leanne Dugey wrote daring memoirs under a fake name, filled with passionate tales of life in Paris. They sold like forbidden secrets and read like a revolution in print. Alice Roosevelt lit cigarettes at White House dinners, brought snakes to ballroom dances, and turned scandal into a personal sport. High society never had a chance against her boldness. Empress Elizabeth of Austria rejected the rules of royal life. She sailed the seas alone, becoming a legend whose restless spirit enchanted Europe as much as her ghost-like beauty. Lady Dorothy Macmillan climbed garden walls to escape the press, threw costume balls straight out of fantasy, and made even the biggest scandals feel like part of the performance. Miss S. P. Dexter's story is lost to time, but her presence, her posture, and her beauty speak louder than any written record ever could. Lily Langtry's name echoed through royal palaces and crowded theaters. Her look set new trends, inspired great artists, and left London breathless. Lady Ottoline Morel dyed poets' beards blue, hosted wild salons for rule-breakers, and fiercely protected society's misfits. She made chaos into art. Zinaida Yusupova walked the parks wearing fabulous jewels, hosted occult seances, and kept Russia's elite guessing with her beauty and eccentric style. Sophia Dalip Singh stood outside palaces wearing a suffragette sash. Being royal didn't protect her, and she never wanted it to. Justice came first. Victoria Alice played piano for royal courts, grew rare orchids, and carried herself with quiet grace through decades of royal exile. Her name may be forgotten, but her face lives on, admired by today's eyes as one of the great beauties of the Victorian age. Georgina Ward made charity fashionable, posed for Britain's finest artists, and showed the world that elegance means more when it serves others. Maria Fyodorovna once arrived at a ball dressed as a knight. Her love for masquerade thrilled St. Petersburg and shocked the royal court. Isabel J. turned operettas into high culture. At every premiere, fans tossed flowers, confetti, and carved her name into souvenir fans. Maud Gonne released doves at rallies and inspired both rebels and poets. Her beauty became a symbol of Ireland's fight for freedom and poetic defiance. Lady Diana Manners posed for controversial portraits and danced in abandoned factories. To her, beauty meant nothing without a little fire and mischief. An unknown geisha, her face as delicate as her craft, remains an unknown geisha, her face as delicate as her craft, remains a mysterious muse. A reminder of a world where beauty was both a mask and a secret. Consuelo Vanderbilt turned a cold marriage into a platform for good, then reclaimed her story through best-selling memoirs about strength and survival. Vera Komisarzewska once fainted on stage during a tragedy. The audience erupted in applause, thinking the drama had become real life. Marie Bashkirtsev shocked Europe with a brutally honest diary that was banned, but her raw writing and haunting artwork still echo today. Queen Alexandra wore chokers to hide a scar, and accidentally launched Europe's biggest fashion trend. Her grace turned insecurity into elegance. Mabel Love danced on tables when women weren't supposed to, then lit up Broadway with flair. Every move she made rewrote the rules of stardom. Marcel Lender's Can-Can became a work of art when Toulouse-Lautrec painted her mid-kick. She became the face of Paris nightlife in a single brushstroke. Princess Marie once smuggled a live fish into Windsor Castle in a hatbox, and sketched sharp cartoons of her own royal relatives. A princess with a wicked sense of humor. Helga von Vettera died in one of Europe's most whispered-about scandals. Her mysterious story made her a ghost draped in beauty, tragedy, and endless questions. Maudie Darrell performed on London's biggest stages, and by 18 had started a fund to support struggling artists. Glamour met generosity in every step. Natalie Clifford Barney hosted wild literary salons, wore pants before it was legal, and championed freedom with sharp wit and fierce rebellion. Irene von Hessen-Darmstadt composed symphonies, translated secret war letters, and helped shape diplomacy from behind the scenes with poise and precision. Helena Modjeska conquered California's theaters with her Shakespeare performances in accented English, and planted olive trees between shows like a true pioneer queen. Victoria Louise once dressed as a servant to steal her own birthday gifts. Playful and clever, she turned royal life into a private joke. Daisy Fellows wore a shoe-shaped hat designed by Schiaparelli, and laughed while headlines raged. Paris had never seen someone so bold, rich, and obsessed with fashion. Daisy Greville hosted secret suffragette meetings behind luxurious garden parties. Even being a royal mistress couldn't outshine her political fire. Victoria Kaiulani returned to Hawaii to crowds cheering her name. Her quiet strength after years in exile made her a symbol of hope for a fading kingdom. Lily Hanbury played tragic heroines on stage, but secretly performed in drag at night. Her dual stage life won fans from both sides of the curtain. Zena Dare started performing at 12, launched wartime charities by 20, and mixed stardom with substance, without asking for permission. Mary Leiter Curzon wore a gown made of real peacock feathers to her vicereign debut. Diplomats bowed to her style.